Setting priorities at work. Mastering the skill of prioritization is key to thriving in fast-paced technical environments. Prioritization isn't just about getting things done, it's about getting the right things done. Focus, efficiency, and strategic impact begin with knowing what deserves your attention and when. Whether you're designing a process, analyzing data, or managing lab timelines, prioritization allows you to allocate your time and energy where they matter most. In complex projects, prioritization helps reduce chaos and drive clarity. It also improves team alignment and communication by signaling what should take precedence. By intentionally structuring your day around meaningful tasks instead of reacting to every demand, you gain control of your workflow. This presentation is your guide to mastering prioritization strategies like the Eisenhower Matrix, the ABC method, and more. Learn how to lead your workload instead of letting it lead you. Prioritization is not optional. It's a core professional competency in STEM careers.
Course overview and agenda. This course will provide a comprehensive toolkit for setting and managing priorities effectively at work. First, we'll define what prioritization really means and why it's essential, especially in environments driven by precision and deadlines. We'll then explore the psychology behind how our brains handle tasks and focus, highlighting why smart prioritization is a necessity, not a luxury. Next, we'll dive into proven prioritization frameworks, like the Eisenhower Matrix, ABC method, time blocking, Pareto principle, and daily top 3. Each of these tools helps you organize your work and make better decisions about where to invest your time. We'll also explore how to align your daily actions with bigger goals, both personal and organizational. The session covers team-based prioritization strategies, common pitfalls to avoid, and finishes with a real-world high-tech example. We'll close with actionable takeaways you can apply immediately. The goal? Help you work more intentionally, efficiently, and strategically. What does it mean to set priorities? Setting priorities means intentionally deciding which tasks or goals should come first. It involves identifying the most valuable or time-sensitive responsibilities and ranking them based on their impact and urgency. In a high-demand workplace, you can't do everything at once, so prioritization helps you focus on what will move the needle. This requires making trade-offs, deliberately choosing not to spend time on lower-value work. It also means allocating your energy, time, and resources based on your ranking. Without prioritization, it's easy to become overwhelmed or scatter your efforts. For science and engineering professionals, prioritizing might mean tackling a critical experiment before answering emails or troubleshooting a malfunction before analyzing results. The key takeaway is to make conscious choices, not just default to reacting. Effective prioritization is proactive, strategic, and aligned with long-term outcomes. It ensures your work is meaningful, impactful, and sustainable. Why prioritization is critical in the workplace. Prioritization enables you to do meaningful work, not just check boxes. By aligning tasks with organizational goals, you contribute to larger outcomes rather than getting stuck in low-value busyness. Prioritization also helps reduce stress and burnout by preventing work overload. Instead of juggling too many tasks at once, you focus on what's truly important. It improves communication, helping you clearly explain to managers and teams why certain items are being addressed first. This clarity builds trust and improves collaboration. In high-pressure situations, prioritization supports better decision-making, allowing you to act confidently instead of reacting blindly. On the flip side, poor prioritization can cause missed deadlines, constant firefighting, and disjointed teamwork. Productivity drops and morale suffers when people can't see progress or feel pulled in too many directions. In STEM settings where precision and timing are crucial, the ability to prioritize effectively is a professional advantage. The psychology of prioritization. Our brains have limited capacity for attention and memory. Without a system to guide our focus, we default to what's easiest or most urgent, even if it's not important. This is known as the urgency effect. We're also highly susceptible to distractions and suffer from decision fatigue, which reduces our ability to make sound choices as the day progresses. Multitasking, though often praised, can reduce efficiency by up to 40%. When we jump between tasks, especially in technical fields, the mental overhead adds up quickly. Prioritization counters these tendencies by helping you work with your brain, not against it. By planning your day, limiting distractions, and focusing on one priority at a time, you conserve cognitive energy. This proactive approach helps you achieve deeper focus, reduce errors, and maintain momentum. Especially in roles involving data, systems, or complex tools, smart prioritization is your mental productivity hack. The Eisenhower Matrix: urgent versus important. The Eisenhower Matrix categorizes tasks into 4 zones based on urgency and importance. Tasks that are both urgent and important, like crises or hard deadlines, belong in the do now quadrant. These require immediate attention. Next, we have important but not urgent tasks, such as strategic planning or relationship building. These should be scheduled, not ignored. The third category includes tasks that are urgent but not important, often distractions or requests from others. These are best delegated. Lastly, we have tasks that are neither urgent nor important, like excessive scrolling or busy work, which should be eliminated. The goal is to maximize time in the important but not urgent zone, where proactive work happens. That's where real progress and innovation live. Engineers, analysts, and scientists can use this framework to stay focused on long-term impact while handling immediate demands with clarity and control. Aligning priorities with goals. Effective prioritization is about more than task lists. It's about aligning daily actions with bigger objectives. The goal priority pyramid helps you connect everyday decisions with long-term goals. At the top is your mission and vision, whether for your organization or your personal career. Next come annual goals, such as hitting key results or performance metrics. These break down into quarterly and monthly milestones that help track progress. Weekly focus areas ensure you're on the right path. And finally, daily tasks are the specific actions you take. The key principle: every task should support something bigger. If it doesn't connect to your broader purpose, it may not be worth your time. For technical professionals, this might mean aligning a data analysis task with quarterly innovation targets or syncing lab experiments with company milestones. Prioritization becomes a way to live your strategy, day by day, task by task. The ABC method. The ABC method is a simple yet powerful way to rank your to-do list. Tasks labeled A are must-do items, critical and time-sensitive tasks that carry serious consequences if not completed soon. B tasks are important but not urgent. They can be scheduled but should not be ignored. These might include things like updating documentation or checking in with collaborators. Finally, C tasks are nice-to-do activities. They have low consequences if delayed and often serve as bonus work or filler tasks. To use this method well, sort your tasks daily or weekly. Start with A tasks, then move to B, and only do C if you have time. This method helps reduce decision fatigue and keeps your energy focused on high-impact work. Especially in engineering environments where priorities shift quickly, the ABC method brings structure and flexibility. It's a tool that helps you protect your bandwidth and deliver results. Time blocking for focus. Time blocking is a proactive way to manage your calendar by reserving dedicated slots for high-priority work. Instead of letting your schedule get hijacked by meetings or messages, you assign time for specific tasks before distractions creep in. This creates protected time, where your attention is focused and uninterrupted. Grouping similar tasks into time blocks also increases efficiency by reducing context switching. For example, you might block out a 90-minute session to review test data, followed by 30 minutes to respond to emails. Use your peak energy periods, like early morning or late morning, for the most demanding work. Treat these time blocks like any critical meeting, non-negotiable. In science and engineering roles, where deep concentration is often required, time blocking helps you preserve mental clarity and prevent fatigue. It transforms your calendar into a blueprint for focus, allowing you to stay ahead of your workload. The Pareto Principle, 80-20 Rule. The Pareto Principle teaches us that 80% of results often come from just 20% of efforts. The implication? Not all tasks are created equal. Your job is to identify and prioritize the 20% of tasks that yield the highest impact. These might include key analyses, critical problem solving, or tasks that unblock team progress. At the same time, minimize time spent on low-return activities, like routine reporting that could be automated or meetings with unclear agendas. Ask yourself, which few actions will create the most value today? By focusing your energy on these high-leverage tasks, you achieve better outcomes with less effort. This principle is especially useful in fast-moving technical roles where time is limited and expectations are high. When applied correctly, the 80-20 rule helps you stop reacting to noise and start executing with strategic precision. Daily Top 3 Method. The Daily Top 3 method is about narrowing your focus each morning to 3 key outcomes. Instead of trying to do everything, ask, what 3 things must I accomplish today to make the day a win? This provides clarity and helps cut through the noise, especially useful when things feel chaotic. It also helps manage overwhelm by limiting your scope. When you define a clear top 3, your day becomes more focused and measurable. For example, your list might be: complete a project proposal draft, prepare for a client meeting, and review team metrics. You make visible progress every day and stay on track with broader goals. A best practice: define your daily top 3 before opening your inbox or joining meetings. This helps you lead your day with intention rather than react to others' agendas. For STEM professionals, this method can dramatically improve productivity and reduce burnout. Team and organizational prioritization. Team prioritization ensures everyone's rowing in the same direction. Start by clearly communicating goals and deadlines across the team. When everyone knows what matters most, efforts become aligned. Use project management tools like Trello, Asana, or Jira to make tasks and timelines visible. This improves transparency and accountability. Also, align individual tasks with organizational OKRs, objectives, and key results to connect daily work to strategic goals. Hold regular check-ins to adapt priorities as needed, especially when projects shift or challenges arise. Leaders play a crucial role here by modeling good prioritization practices and shielding the team from distractions. Whether you're a team member or a team lead, prioritization becomes a collective habit. In technical teams, where dependencies are common, having synchronized priorities helps avoid bottlenecks and boosts performance. Strong prioritization isn't just an individual skill, it's a team advantage. Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Several common traps undermine effective prioritization. One is confusing urgency with importance, reacting to what feels pressing instead of what truly matters. Another is overcommitting, trying to do too much at once. This leads to burnout and mediocre output. A lack of planning also derails focus, leaving you in a reactive mode. Some avoid saying no out of fear of disappointing others, leading to overloaded schedules. And then there's multitasking, which divides attention and reduces efficiency. The good news? There are proven solutions. Use frameworks like the Eisenhower Matrix to separate urgency from importance. Embrace trade-offs. Learn to delegate, postpone, or decline less critical tasks. Set aside time for weekly reviews and daily planning. Communicate your boundaries clearly, especially about your workload and focus areas. And commit to one priority at a time. Remember, not everything that demands your attention deserves it. Focus on what matters most and protect that focus fiercely. Real-world example: high-tech workplace. Let's consider an engineer in a high-tech environment juggling several demands. First, a customer support issue arises. It's both urgent and important, so it becomes a do-now item. Then there's a weekly team report that's important, but short. It gets a 30-minute time block. Next is a long-term R&D project that's important but not urgent. The engineer schedules 2 hours in the morning for deep work while energy is high. Finally, a performance review write-up has a deadline in 3 days. It's broken into 2 focused sessions. This is prioritization in action. Using frameworks like the Eisenhower Matrix and time blocking, the engineer avoids overload and handles everything strategically. Instead of reacting to chaos, they stay in control, moving from task to task with intention. For STEM professionals, especially in deadline-driven roles, this structured approach helps turn complexity into clarity and keeps performance consistently high. Conclusion and key takeaways. Prioritization means working smarter, not harder. It's about making the best use of your limited time and energy to maximize impact. When you prioritize well, you reduce stress and gain a sense of control, even in high-demand environments. You move closer to your goals, strategically and consistently. Whether you're an entry-level engineer, analyst, or technician, effective prioritization helps you lead with clarity and deliver high-quality results. It also allows you to communicate your focus to others, set realistic boundaries, and manage complexity with confidence. Your priorities act as your compass. They guide your day-to-day choices and ensure your efforts contribute to something bigger. As you begin or grow in your career, make prioritization a daily habit. It's one of the most powerful skills you can build to drive performance, protect your time, and lead with purpose.